At this moment, we have 8 laboratory-confirmed cases in Europe, 4 in France and 4 in Germany. I am in continuous contact with the Ministers of Health of both France and Germany, and I'm assured that necessary steps to contain the virus have been taken by both countries. All 8 persons that I have mentioned before are under treatment in specialized infectious disease departments in France and Germany. Extensive contact tracing is underway, and measures are being taken for the persons that they have been in contact with. The situation, I know that you are all aware of, is both complex and constantly evolving. There are still significant uncertainties about the source of the infection, how virulent and how pathogenic it is. On the science front, you probably know there is currently no specific treatment nor vaccine for this disease. The Member States reported to us a strong level of preparedness. Member States reported their access to laboratory diagnosis networks, guidance documents that have already been prepared for travelers, healthcare professionals, as well as the general public. We have been working across the general spectrum of Commission services and agencies, as well as the Council and the European External Action Service. This is to ensure that we have the utmost coordinated response and full activation of all support services in order to be prepared to mitigate the consequences of a larger spread of the virus in the EU. Should the situation deteriorate, we have additional measures which could be taken in addition to those already ongoing, including mobilizing emergency funding to support outbreak response.
As the outbreak of this virus has intensified, the Commission decided yesterday to step up our preparedness and response activities. Upon the decision of President von der Leyen and in my capacity as the European Emergency Response Coordinator, we have initiated a strengthened coordination between our relevant services. Currently, we are actively coordinating and accompanying Member States' intention to repatriate EU citizens from China. There are a number of EU citizens in China who would like to leave the country. The current number is about 600, and that they cannot do so at the moment. And as announced yesterday, France has activated the Union Civil Protection Mechanism via our Emergency Response Coordination Center in order to coordinate the repatriation of EU citizens from Wuhan with airplanes. Also at this time, the French authorities are in close contact with the Chinese authorities to work out the operational details in order to perform the announced flights. It is important to understand in this context that regarding the circumstances, this is a very complex operation that requires time and patience. In addition, it is also important to know that the Union Civil Protection Mechanism can also be deployed outside Europe. We are also following Member States' efforts to control incoming passengers from China at European airports. To sum up, the Commission services are fully engaged in monitoring and responding to all possible facets of this outbreak. As of yesterday, our management structures have all been mobilized. Based on our knowledge today, we expect that this coordinated effort will need to be pursued in the forthcoming weeks and probably months.